Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. This is Dr. Mommy Budgets and I am Amanda. Today I am here to do day 11 of the 12 days of Christmas. We just have one more day to go. So today I decided to do pretty much an interesting topic to me. So as you can see in the description, we will be dealing with the best RORs, or rate of returns, as it relates to about 5 different financial avenues. So for those that are new to my channel, welcome. And for those that are not new, welcome back. Here on this channel, I talk about anything related to finances. All right, so I do have a few notes here and we are going to dive right in. As you see in the description, we will be talking about 5 financial avenues and which one was able to yield the best rate of return for me in 2022. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to list off all 5 of the different financial avenues, and then we will go back and hit on each one at a time. Okay, so the first one is paying down debt. The second one is saving money in a low interest rate online savings account. The next one is saving bonds or saving bonds. And next, number 4 is the stock market, or having money invested in stocks and bonds. And last but not least is real estate investments. Okay, so we are going to dive into each one of these avenues. Now, first off, I want to start with paying down debt. Paying down debt. As most of you guys know, I am paying down my mortgage. And as I sit and I think about the rate of return of paying down my mortgage, what I found out is my mortgage interest rate is 2.75%. So at best, as I continue to pay down my mortgage, I am saving that 2.75%. and whatever extra monies that I pay toward the principal. Okay, so that's what's going on with the ROR on the paying down of the debt. That is the only one that I'm focusing on this week. That interest rate was 2.75%, and I pay, my monthly note as well as amounts that are above and beyond. So that's where we are with that one. The second one is a savings in a low interest savings account. Okay, saving money in a low interest savings account at somewhere between 1% and 3.30%. So if we take the average of the 1% plus the 3.3%, that will give you 4.3%. And if we divide that by 2, so on average, that account was getting probably about 2.1% in interest. Okay. And I tend to put money into that account every single week to the tune of maybe about $100 a week. Okay, so next we have real estate investment. Real estate investment is, I do not have a mortgage on the property. However, I do have to pay insurance and property taxes. And between the 2 of those, I think I'm paying somewhere around $2,400. I know the property taxes are about $1,100, and the insurance is about $1,200. So 1,100 and 1,200. So we're looking at about $2,300. So out of $2,300, let's see. And if I'm getting about, let's see, I'm doing calculations as we're going through this. About, let's say 2,300. So about 25% of the total monies received for rent goes toward taxes and insurance. So it's about $2,300. Okay, so that's about 25%. Next, we have the stock market and stock investments. Now, I already know that that one will not win the race because my beginning balance for my investments was higher at the end of 2021 than it is for 2022. So basically, there were no gains in my my retirement account or my stock portfolio, which is sad. But you know, the way that they have that structured is it's saying that, you know, month over month your growth is 6%. Yes, that is true. However, that's based on your starting point. So my starting point was less than my ending point. However, throughout that 12-month gap, the monies continued to decrease here and there throughout the month. So that's why I look on average, it's growing by 6%, which really wasn't the case for me, because for me, I just look at the starting point at the end of 2021 and the starting point at the end of the ending point at the end of 2022. And there was no growth. So that's that. And last but not least is I have a few thousand of dollars in a savings bond. And on the third quarter of that savings bond, it was averaging 9.62% based on inflation, the inflation rate. So if that's the case, let's say I have $2,000 in a savings bond, I'm probably going to make on average about, what is that? About $180 on that $2,000. Okay, I'm just kind of writing this down. All right. So that's the 9.62%. So now as I go back and I look through each one of these items based on the numbers and the percentages that I just discussed, and also the inflation rates and how the market did or didn't do, for me, as I look over these amounts, it's going to be a really hard decision to make between the paying down of the debt and the real estate investment. Because outside of the outside of the property taxes and insurance on the rental property, there are no other fees. I actually didn't even have any repairs on the property this week. So that's definitely a win-win. And of course, paying down debt, I think by the time I finish paying down this debt at the end, paying monies toward my mortgage, I will have paid off roughly $30,000 or more. Hopefully it's more, because my goal was to pay off more. But I think it was right around $30,000. So yeah, actually, if we're looking at the amounts, I am going to say that the paying down of debt wins the race for me out of my 5 financial avenues, because although I'm paying out that $30,000, my actual overall net worth is increasing by $30,000. So that was the bigger amount of all of these financial avenues. So now that I'm sitting here, I'm actually sitting here doing this while we're here on camera. I didn't do a whole lot of calculations and all of that prior to this. So I'm doing it right now with my numbers and my calculator as we're sitting here going through it. So once I get through tallying up, and like I said, I did put monies in my actual savings account. So that was like, let's see if we can get a total on the savings account to see if it's in the race at all. So if I'm doing about $100, well, I did that per week. So let's see, that would be like 109 times 52. So see, we're still just sitting at $5,668. That's still nowhere close to the $30,000 that I paid down in the mortgage thus far. So yeah, I'm going to say that for me, the paying down of debt has been the best rate of a return for me in 2022. So why don't you try doing this a little challenge with your finances? List out all of your financial avenues. For example, paying down debt, saving money in a low interest savings account, real estate investments, stock market investments, or even if you have some saving bonds investments. So those are my 5 avenues. List yours and hey, figure out what you need to do. So focus on paying down that debt. That debt is bringing me more of a larger network. Now, once the debt is gone, then I can focus more on another one of my financial avenues. So I think that's a good way to kind of look at your finances and see where you need to put more of your money based on the best rate of return. This is all I have for this video. This is day 11 of the 12 days of Christmas. This is Dr. Mommy Budgets, where we dream big and start small around here. I will see you in the next one. Peace.